Why am I nervous?
I don't know.
I'm like so excited.
I'm not nervous.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is a very exciting video that honestly 5 minutes ago I was like, would you do this? And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. So we will see if this video will actually come to completion, but I'm going to get Michael, my husband, to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, which if you don't know about this book, where have you been? But also this is like one of the biggest fantasy series in the past year or two, I would say, just blown up online, okay? And I have read the whole series that is currently out. It's still going. And I gave most of the books 5 stars. The first and second book are my favorite and I love them so much. And so I told Mike he doesn't have to read the whole series. I think he needs to read the first one, and of course he has to read the second one. What are your feelings so far? Because he's not a reader. Never read a fantasy book. He's read 2 books this year?
No.
3?
3 or 4. That's
3.
the most I've ever read in my life. I don't like to read.
What's your thoughts?
She just came to me in this idea and I was like, you know what? I've been in my slump for months. No book has gotten me out of it. She said this book is going to get me out of it. But I've also heard this book is very dirty, I should say.
It is not dirty.
So I'm gonna have a bunch of comments about that. But I am excited. And I'm gonna try to finish this. My goal is to do it in a week. I don't think I am going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try to finish this in 1 week. And I'll probably have to take a couple months off and then I'll read this big one.
A couple months? No, you cannot take months off.
To recover. Look how big this book is. This is ridiculous.
A couple months off you cannot take, but I think you could do this in a week, but even if you don't, it's okay. Because fantasy can be
that's my goal. Like if I don't do it, I'm just going to try to do it maybe in 2 weeks. But I'm not going to try to... I think since it's a kind of like a challenge, I will finish it. Yeah. But if this wasn't a challenge, I wouldn't read this book. Like leisurely, like on your own. I'm just doing this because Chloe asked me to, and I'm gonna do it. So. But
I really think you'll enjoy it. By the way, before I forget anything else, this is gonna be full spoiler because I think that will be best to get his reactions on things. Most people that I know have read this series, but if you have not read this series, don't watch this video because it's gonna be full spoilers, and I really recommend you read this series. Now, him talking about it being dirty, I would say that the second book is where it starts to get a little more steamy. It's not the steamiest books I've ever read. But when you get to A Court of Silver Flames, which he will not read, which is the like 5th book that's out and the most recent one that's out, that one is like a little too much. Actually, not a little too much for me. It is too much, but...
Okay, this is my thing about dirtiness and books. Isn't this a fantasy book?
Yes.
Okay? So it's not humans. So...
Well, there's humans.
Who is doing the dirty?
There's humans.
The humans are doing the dirty, or is it some fairies?
Maybe humans and fairies.
Oh shoot.
It's like crossover. Okay, anyway, so this is gonna be a full spoiler video, and basically this video is just gonna be clips of Mike's reaction to certain things and us talking about things. It's not gonna be like an aesthetic, cuddly video. It's just gonna be his reactions, and I will just say the way he pronounces names is hilarious, and I will try to correct him if he wants me to, but him with names in general, like not even fantasy names, is just hilarious. But should you just like get into this? I'm actually reading a book right now too, so we can sit and read together.
I'm gonna get my energy drink. I got my warm socks on.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
The creepy feet people will love that.
In my room with my dog.
You're not gonna sit with me? Okay.
I need to focus.
That is true. It does start out slow. Anyway, he's gonna get into this book, and we will just come back whenever he has something to say. Okay?
Away I go.
Well, I'm reading the back of the...
What'd you ask me?
And it just says, the 19-year-old huntress, Fair. Is that her?
Do you want me to tell you how to say it? Farah.
Farah, okay.
You've probably heard me say that. Farah.
Fair, yeah.
Farah.
Now it's like...
And then there is like fairies.
Okay.
Those are like certain kind of people.
Here we go, chapter 1.
Chapter 1. All right, I'm so excited. Hope you enjoy.
Okay.
Should I stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me read a piece. Okay. I just got done with chapter 1. This is my thinking of how it's going.
Your initial thought?
My initial thought.
Okay.
Farah is a human and then they've been at battle with these fairies. I could be wrong, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just killed a wolf, but she doesn't know if it, I guess, transformed itself from being a fairy to a wolf. And I don't know if that's right, but that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Is that kind of right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what she's...
Like, so the fairies are bad. Or, I guess after the first chapter, it's making it seem like these fairies are bad things, and she's kind of happy that, or she didn't really care that if it was a fairy or not, because maybe it would have killed her village or something.
Yeah. And isn't she, like, in really desperate need and, like...
Yes, yeah. It's been a couple, or her family, I think, is going hungry. And she has sisters, but I'm not sure if she's, like, the older one or younger one.
Yeah.
But I guess she's the hunter of the family, and she's trying to provide.
Yeah. All right.
My first initial thoughts.
So you like it so far?
Yeah, I mean...
It's not too crazy?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Good. I see Dexter in the mirror. He looks junky.
Just got done with chapter 2. I'm learning... This chapter, I feel like, was showing, like, her family and how they got into their situation there now. It sounds like they were a wealthy family. Something happened to the dad. I think he got beat up. And then now he's unable to work, or he's lazy. I think has an injured leg, but Farrah thinks he's basically lazy, and he's kind of using that as an excuse. She has 2 sisters. One sister's douchey, lazy, it seems like.
Which one is that?
Hold on. Nesta.
Yeah.
Nesta seems kind of like too preppy and doesn't want to do any work, and she's kind of just mooching off of Farrah, and that she just wants to get married, basically to have to live a lavish lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Elaine? How does it sound about her?
Elaine's just there. I don't know anything about her much. Doesn't really talk about her much.
Yeah.
As much as Nesta. But.
Yeah, that's a consistent theme for her.
I have read 20 pages.
That's good, honestly. Good job. You still enjoying it?
What?
You still enjoying it?
Yes. I'm not gonna update every chapter, but I'm just...
A lot kind of goes on at the beginning. Too, well, kind of, I guess.
Okay. Here I am, reading in the midst of this dirty book.
Why are you saying it's dirty? Can you stop?
Farrah. Is that her name? Farrah. Just got to a part where she was meeting up with Isaac, who is soon to be married.
I literally forgot about that.
Well, I'm very disappointed.
Okay.
I just wanted to come on here and say that Farrah was with this guy soon to be married, and that she was basically didn't have the courage to ask if they could still see each other, whatever that means, in this dirty barn. And then apparently they meet again in that dirty, dirty barn.
Okay. Is that all you have to say?
That's all I had to say.
That's all you had to say?
Yes.
Okay, what page are you on?
33.
Okay.
Alright, that's it.
Alright, thanks.
Yep. Here I am, back on the bed. Just read chapter 4, I think. I'd say it's a little more on the emotional side. A wolf comes. Oh, first. I kind of figured, but the wolf she killed ended up being a fairy. Another fairy, similar, like a wolf, came and basically told her, hey, it's a life for a life, you know?
Yeah.
Either I slaughter you now, or you come back to Prithium.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad because the dad, you know, got emotional, I feel like, when she was getting taken, and basically told her, you know, even if you can get out of that place, don't return here. He basically told her that you were too good for us. And it was just kind of sad. Kind of made me sad, but yeah.
Oh, that's good. You're getting your emotions in. That's
very
good.
Emotional book.
You're already emotionally attached.
100%.
Right. Any guesses for what is gonna happen when she gets there?
Well, obviously she's gonna find a wolf that likes her. It's gonna be some kind of weird love thing. And I feel like something's gonna happen to the dad for some reason. I feel like the dad's gonna die, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Okay, I am on chapter 7 already. I've read 58 pages. Jeez. What's her name again? Perthium? No, Perthium's the name of the town.
Farah.
Farah. Just Perthium.
Prithian. I think that's how you say it.
And she's kind of figuring out that this place isn't as bad as she's been told.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very nice. It's very rich. Silver, gold, goodies. And she met... Well, okay. The big wolf, the main dog that captured her, I don't know his name. She has met some other guy named, or a woman named Alice. And then a guy, I don't even remember his name. Lucian, yeah. And he has like one eye or something with a big scar. But that's it so far, so I'm starting to think she's starting to like this place more.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of treating her nice, giving her clothes, but she's still in the back of her head has this thing of trying to escape still. Because she thinks about her family basically going starved because she was basically the bread maker of her home.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it so far, but I'm still trying.
What else does it say, like, Lucian looks like? Describe him.
Lucian, I think they have human faces, but there's something wrong with their ears. Like, they have pointy ears.
That's a fairy. That's Faye, yeah.
And they call the main guy, I don't know if he's like the... Crap, I have a terrible memory. They call him something, hold on. Okay, I found it. They call him the High Fae.
Okay.
Maybe he's the big fairy.
Okay.
But it hasn't really... I don't think it's said his name yet, so...
What about the masks? You were saying something about the masks earlier, and that's before I started filming.
I think multiple. I think they all wear masks. I think it covers their eyes or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly, but... Yeah,
it's kind of hard to picture the mask. I'll maybe show you a picture of Lucian, like, from Pinterest, and the mask.
The main character was saying she thought maybe he was just wearing a mask because of his eye, but I think she saw a mask on somebody else.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, well, basically that can't be the reason.
Yeah.
So
I'll maybe show you a picture so you can kind of see. But you haven't been told the name of the wolf who came to take her yet? Okay. I guess they, like, wait till you that.
I could be wrong, but
I'm excited to hear your thoughts on him.
Okay.
All right.
Hello. It's the next day now. I worked today and couldn't wait to read my new book.
Are you being serious?
No.
You're not?
No, I'm not being that serious. But I feel like there's some spice brewing between Tamlin, the High Fae, as I should say, and Farah. Yeah, basically, you know, she hints that he's very handsome. Kind of wishes she could see him without the mask. Farah seems like a little naughty creature, but she's definitely after Tamlin. I feel some tension between them.
Something brewing.
Something brewing, definitely brewing, and I'll keep on reading to discover this.
Well, what just happened?
Romance. He seems interested in her. Like, he wants to take her on a tour of this house. It's very peaceful. I think I said that in the last clip, that it's not what she really thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know, I guess she was picturing this, like, bad place, but it's actually very civilized and, like, beautiful.
Yeah.
And apparently there's another war that the fairies are fighting, or something happened like 50 years ago. And that's why it's like a spell on them where their magic doesn't work or something like that. And they have to wear a mask.
Have they used a term? I don't want to, like, give it away, but, like, have they used, like, a certain term that's, like, on the land or on them? Like, basically the spell that you're talking about. Like,
I just know, I don't know, I might have missed the word, but it's like a spell basically that they cannot...
Have they used the term blithe?
I don't know.
Like a blithe on the land or something?
Maybe.
I guess that's not anymore.
Yeah, so either the curse is basically either you can turn into a beast or with no mask, or you live your life with that mask.
Oh, really? I don't really remember that. The beast part, but okay.
So it sounds like maybe they have another enemy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tamlin?
Tamlin. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, cool. Are you going to read more tonight?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm going to try to finish this in the week. I'm still keeping my word.
All right.
It's day 2.
Day 2.
I'll update you at the end of my reading.
What page are you on?
75.
That's good.
75.
That's really good.
And I started yesterday.
Yeah, that's really good.
So
good job.
I'm going to try to maybe get to over 100.
I think you can do that. There. Easy tonight. All right.
All right. Gotta go. Am I going to start it? Yeah. Okay, bookworms. I'm officially 25% done with my book. And I know that because I have Goodreads and I update my pages.
Is that a plug for them to follow you?
Well, yes. Well, maybe.
I didn't even know you follow on Goodreads, I guess.
I'm at the part Hamlin, I guess, is like this really big warrior. Seems like he's above everybody. Like his fighting tactics, I guess, are...
Wasn't he called something?
The High Fae.
Yeah, but isn't he specifically called something? Have they said that yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, basically he was trained, I think, from a younger age to be a warrior and stuff. And Farah is starting to realize that she's starting to realize, like, she's trying to keep this promise she made her mom. And she's realizing now that she can still keep that promise because her family is safe. Because Tamlin, the fairies can't lie. And he keeps on telling her and reassuring her that they're basically being provided for. And another thing that's happening is, like, there's other bad fairies that can identify, or, well, change themselves to manipulate. Like, she almost got taken away because she thought she saw her father in that land, and it was actually a bad fairy.
I remember that.
And Tamlin, I think, saved her, or Tamlin does save her from leaving and being killed by this. He has a name, but it's really weird.
Was it called the like bogey or bog?
No, not boggy, but it's a different one.
I don't know how you say it. People are gonna
boggy is okay. Boggy, bogey.
I think
his power.
Like bog.
No.
I don't know.
Bogey's big thing is.
I don't think it's
boggy, bogey. Bogey's big thing was that he basically whispers in your ear.
Ooh.
And if you look at him or if you believe in him, and then he comes to reality and he can kill you. So he kind of attacked them when she was with the guy with one eye. Lucian.
He has 2 eyes. It's just he has a scar.
Okay.
Oh wait.
No, I'm pretty sure
he does have a fake eye.
He does.
He does have a fake eye.
So he came to, and then that happened.
My arm hurts.
And
hold on.
Oh.
Can you hold
I'm ranting, but I'm telling you about this book.
Don't back up.
So Bogey, then Bogey. So Bogey was. Wait.
Babe, you're letting this drink. Do you know how to vlog?
Okay, so. Oh, okay, I remember. What's the main guy's name?
Tamlin.
Tamlin got mad when he heard Bogey was like in their land or something like that. So he goes out and he's trying to go find him. And then that night, I think she thinks she sees her dad, so she like freaks out and was like, "Oh crap, he has come to save me." And then Tamlin basically goes out there and then calls her a fool because you're going off of your human instincts. And it was just a bad fairy. But I'm done reading today.
What page did you choose?
Like 104 or 103.
102. That's good.
102. I'm 25% done. I have 5 more days to finish this. I'm gonna do it.
That's good. Good job.
So long, bookworms. I'm pretty sure his name's Bogey.
I think you say it like... We'll look it up. Alright, it's the next day.
It is the next day.
You just read a little bit, right?
Yes, I even read at work today.
Oh.
On my lunch break.
Why are you always like laying back in these videos?
So, I just got done with chapter 13, which was kind of confusing because it started talking about the map. She found a painting.
Oh, uh-huh.
That kind of explained the map. I was lost.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were talking about.
Well, what were they talking about? Like different parts of Prithian?
Yes.
Well, did you look like in the front of the map of the book? Remember, there's a map. So that might help you. I don't.
Maybe that would have helped. But
yeah. Yeah. That is that kind of what it was talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would go back and reference that because that really does help.
I don't know. I got lost in that chapter, but she still doesn't trust basically Tamlin, which I don't know why. She trusts the Lucian guy a lot. It seems like for now, and then he's kind of going behind Tamlin's back and telling her how to catch a cereal.
Surreal, yeah.
Cereal? How do you say it?
I think surreal.
Cereal, whatever. And so he kind of explained to her how to catch one of these or trap them. And I think they're the ones who have to tell you the truth or something. Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like Tamlin's gonna get really mad at. Well, I think Tamlin's gonna find out that he taught her how to do this.
Yeah.
And basically told her that if you get in trouble or I hear a scream, I'm gonna be hunting in that area. So I guess he's basically telling her that he would save her if it goes sideways. But I feel like Tamlin's kind of getting jealous too that she's spending a lot of time with Lucian. You know, because I feel like she's not trusting him and he's kind of getting jealous of her trusting the other guy more. And he's actually been really nice to her, I feel like, Tamlin. And he hasn't really done anything. He's been trying to help her. He's trying to help her learn how to read. I guess she doesn't know how to read. And
he is helping her learn how to read?
Huh?
I don't remember that. He's helping her learn how to read?
He wants to.
Oh, he wants to.
Or he wanted to help her write a letter back to her family, but she's kind of stubborn and kind of embarrassed because she doesn't want, I guess, them to find out that she doesn't know how to read or write that well. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
You still liking it?
Yep, I didn't really like that chapter. I was so confused about all the map and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's kind of the more politics side of it.
Yeah, I just kind of pushed through it. So
yeah,
that's the update for now.
It starts to get like really crazy the last like 100 pages. You haven't gotten to?
That's how far I am.
You haven't gotten to the bonfire night, have you? Have they talked about that?
No.
All right, that's where it starts to pick up.
Why do I feel like I don't think this is gonna happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tamlin ends up killing
Lucian. We'll see.
Because I feel like Lucian's kind of going behind his back. I don't think Tamlin's gonna like it.
Who's your favorite character so far?
Tamlin.
Really? Interesting.
He seems nice, and he seems like he's trying to be better than what his family was, or like his parents were to the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What day is it? Okay, I made it to page 155. Obviously, I mean, Tamlin seems to like her.
Why? What is he doing?
Well, first he saved her from the cereal. Well, not the cereal. That cereal. Well,
it was the bogey, I think.
No, she met the cereal, and she kind of asked him questions and wanted to know if she could ever get out of this place or the tree could be off. And he had told her no, and he just kept on saying, "Stay near the High Lord." Right? Is that? And then she ends up finding that Tamlin is a High Lord, and he's so I don't think she really expected that because he's kind of seems more humble and like nice. So then they get attacked by this other, or she gets attacked. Her and the cereal get attacked by another bad fairy.
Is it the Puka?
The Puka, I think it is the Puka. Oh, it wasn't the Puka. It wasn't the Puka. Oh, the Naga.
Oh yeah.
They attacked them, and then Tamlin comes and saves her. And originally it was supposed to be Lucian. Lucian said he was going to be nearby.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't there, but Tamlin was. So Tamlin, saves the day. And then he kind of questions her why she was out there. Then she lies and just says, like, she kind of got lost and stuff like that. But that's really it. It kind of explains, like, a little bit of the land. And there's a really
bad island, it seems like, that he doesn't like humans and didn't really want to sign a treaty or anything like that.
What island? Or who are you talking about?
The High Lord of Hybern.
Oh, Hybern. The King of Hybern.
The King of Hybern is a bad noodle. And then the other bad noodle is the Summer Court. I guess it's a woman. Or they keep on referring to this she.
Mm-hmm.
And she thinks she's a bad melon.
But why are they... She's not with the Summer Court.
Or, I don't know, they think... Because they found a fairy. And Tamlin found a fairy that was injured. And
oh, that happened? That's a big part.
yeah, and it ripped off...
Yeah, that's a big part.
Somebody ripped off his wings and stuff like that. And then he kept on just referring to she. She did this, she did that. And
what court was that fairy from?
Summer Court.
Oh, it was from the Summer Court.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And he just keeps on referring... And then he ends up dying. But Tamlin's starting to realize that she's starting to care for fairies more. Because he had asked her kind of...
Who, Feyre?
Feyre.
Yeah.
Is starting to really, like, care for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was holding his hand until he died.
Yeah, that was a sad part. I remember.
Tamlin kind of recognized that, and then he was basically saying, like, you killed Adrian, or the wolf she killed in the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
Andrian or something, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at now.
Are you still liking it?
Yeah, I still like it. I feel like...
Something's about to happen.
I feel like Tamlin is good, but I feel like I still think that other one's a bad noodle. Because I think he tried to set her up.
Who? Lucien?
Lucien.
Okay.
Because the maid basically told her, she was like, oh, you didn't have to bring this chicken or something to set this trap. You could have just given him a coat or something like that, and he would have basically told you whatever you wanted. Mm-hmm. But Lucien never told her that, so I feel like he honestly tried to get her killed in a way.
Okay.
But I don't know. I hope he dies.
Okay.
I just got done with chapter 21. Chloe, I thought someone was going to die. I thought something drastic was going to happen.
How do you know something drastic didn't happen? Okay, just tell them what happened.
They had something called a fire night. Mm-hmm. And Tamlin told her to stay in her room.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that creepy? Like, the whole night is, like, creepy.
Basically, of course, she doesn't listen. She goes out there, whatever. And then Lucien sees her, basically calls her an idiot.
Why?
Because she didn't listen. And then he takes her back to the house. And then basically said that Tamlin is not going to be himself for a while. Mm-hmm. It was kind of weird. Like, he gets to pick a woman, any woman after that.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then, of course, he comes, has his way with, I guess, I don't know, with a woman. And then he comes home and said, I smelt you. I knew you were there, but I couldn't find you. And then basically, she was really... I don't think... They didn't do it, but...
Okay.
But he, like...
Okay, you don't have to go into detail.
Okay.
Okay, but didn't something happen at Fire Night? Are you forgetting? Right before Lucien said, you're an idiot.
Oh, yeah, she saw another fairy.
Mm-hmm. What did she say?
That, of course, was handsome, and I just think she likes all these different guys.
That is not true. And what did she say about him?
He didn't have a mask. That was it. That he was handsome. He had dark hair.
Yeah.
And that was basically it. And then he left and told her to, like, be careful. But that's my update so far. Other stuff happened too, but I mean, I feel like that was a big thing that happened.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to read Fire Night.
But I'm probably about halfway through now.
Where'd you go? Over here. Okay, tell them what you just said. Hold on.
I said, if Tamlin dies, I'm not reading the second book. I think that would be crazy for him to get killed off. So, if I'm right, you better not die.
Okay.
I like Tamlin. He seems like a good guy.
Okay.
So, now I have better things to do.
No, you're fine. Action.
I am 52% done with the book.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, but I feel like I'm in a slow part.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel that way.
Waiting for action.
Well, it'll come.
Tamlin, obviously, there's some love there now. But I just feel like it's kind of slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of not getting bored, but I want some action. Like, I know there has to be some kind of fight or something, but he's kind of just defending his land, and it hasn't really gone past that. And I just feel like something, I don't know, is brewing, but nothing has happened. There's just threats, but I feel like people are like teasing his court, kind of like messing with him. But I'm ready for Tamlin to give him the old 1-2.
All right. We'll see if that happens.
That's all I have. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to think. You know, for now, I mean, I know I've said it, but I like Tamlin. I think he's my favorite character so far.
It's definitely a slower part of the book. I feel like I've heard people say that, so.
Yeah, it is, and it's just like, I feel like he's trying to be not like his family. Like, he grew up with not a very good dad, not a very good siblings, and he's trying to be the different one. So I think that's kind of cool. But like I said, you know, I hope nothing happens to him because I'm done. If Tamlin dies.
No, you have to read the second book no matter what.
No, if Tamlin dies, I'm done.
Okay.
You will never see me reading that series again.
Okay. All right.
All right, 2 weeks. Here I am in front of my bookshelf. I'm on page 290. I'm off today. So I've read already 70 pages.
What's happening?
A lot has happened. So basically, Tamlin, well, first, they obviously do the deed.
Okay, that doesn't need to be said.
Okay. This, oh shoot, the guy with dark hair, I already forgot his name. I don't know how to say his name. What's his name? Handsome fairy from the other court.
From the night court?
Yeah.
Rhysand?
Rhysand comes, visits Tamlin and everybody. And basically says, hey, kind of like just belittles them and stuff like that. And he goes up to, and he was the guy who actually saved
Feyre
at that big night.
The clan mine?
Yeah. So he shows up at their house and basically tells them like, hey, basically that the
Blight? Or the...
No, the lady, the douchey lady.
Amarantha?
Amarantha.
So they finally said her name, because you haven't said
Amarantha,
that.
Yes.
How did you find out her name?
I think he says it.
Rhysand?
Rhysand says it, and basically he tells them like to stop resenting and like, not resenting, but like holding, like kind of like fighting back from her. So,
like resisting?
Resisting, and he basically brings up the human, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna tell her about Feyre. And he like begs him not to, and basically gets on his knees and like really begs him
Who,
not.
Tamlin?
Tamlin.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I might not. And then he kind of just like jokes
Did
around.
Feyre hear all of this?
Yes.
But was she like hiding, or was she in plain sight there?
I think he had like maybe like a spell over her where she wouldn't be seen.
Who, Tamlin did?
Tamlin.
Yeah.
But he ends up knowing that she's there.
How? Rhysand? How?
Rhysand, because he goes up to her and was like, you can put the knife down. Oh, I know what it was. No, it wasn't a spell. The other guy was hiding. She was hiding behind him.
Oh, Lucien?
Lucien. So basically after that, Tamlin sends her home. He's like, you have to leave. You can't be here.
Yeah, yeah.
So she goes home for a little bit and then kind of tells the family, or he actually tells her not to tell the family, but she tells her sister, and her sister kind of figured it out. Like, she was like, I know our aunt, you didn't go there. I know our aunt didn't die. She was like...
Which sister?
The douchey one.
Nesta.
And she kind of confronts her about it. So Feyre tells her everything. And so she's like, you know what, I'm going to go back. So she ends up going back to the house where she was living with Tamlin. It's like destroyed, everything's gone and stuff like that. Then she sees the maid, and the maid kind of tells her what happens.
Alice?
And tells her the truth.
Which is?
Tamlin had a spell over him it was supposed to be for 49 years. And the spell, because of the bad fairy?
Amarantha?
Amarantha likes Tamlin.
and wanted to basically sleep with Tamlin and wanted them to be together. And Tamlin said, heck no, you know, basically no, because she's evil. And it was kind of sad because he had to really sacrifice a lot of his people to send out and basically get killed by humans. But he was going to give up, and then finally his friend Andre, or whatever his name is, ends up dying, and it worked.
Oh, they did that on purpose. I kind of forgot that.
He was sending out for years, like 2 years. He tried to send out these.
I kind of forgot that.
Wolves, or like he switched them into wolves, or whatever. But they
to
were
try
just
to like
dying.
take the bait, basically. Yeah.
Taking the bait, I guess, but which I also don't know why. I don't know. But anyways, she ends up killing him, and then he goes to her house, takes her back. So that was all a lie too. Yeah. There was no treaty, anything like that. But I don't also get why he didn't take. I don't know if it even explains it in the book why he didn't take other humans when they killed the wolf, his other people. So why was it like randomly her? You know? I don't know. I might have misread that, but I'm gonna try to finish today. We'll see.
What do you think you're gonna rate it?
I can't tell you yet. That's at the end.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be my final update before I finish the book.
Oh, okay.
So, this is my prediction. They're under the mountain. Tamlin's under a spell, or she basically has. He seems like brainwashed almost. She just beat the big worm, killed him.
Did it remind you of on SpongeBob?
Yes.
The worm
that chases SpongeBob.
I'm gonna insert a picture here of this meme I saw of like what you picture the worm as and what the worm actually looks like. I'll show you in a second.
Yeah, it did. It did remind me of him.
Yeah.
Crap. What's his name?
Lucian?
No.
Rhysand?
Oh, Rhysand. Yeah. He basically made a deal with, because she broke her arm and like her bone was sticking out. And he basically told her, after you finish these challenges, you have to come live with me for like a week. And she did the deal, but she kind of regrets it now. But he's kind of like helping her in a way. I don't know if he like likes her or, but I think she's going to, my prediction is I think Tamlin's going to kill, I forgot, Rhysand at the end. I think she's going to finish the challenges, he's going to get his powers back, and he's going to kill Rhysand.
Okay.
That way she doesn't have to like
go
live
do that
under that spell or whatever. But I'm on page 345 of.
Didn't it give her? 16. Didn't Rhysand give her an arm tat?
Yeah. She has like a tattoo, kind of to always like, or to prove to everyone that she had taken a deal or something like that.
How often is it? Is it 1 week every month or
1 week, or it was 2 weeks every month? But then she like negotiated with him. Yeah. Down to a week. Or like 5 days or something.
Yeah. So has she done the second trial yet? Not yet. Okay. So you're on the first trial?
No, yeah, but he's kind of protecting her. Like these other fairies are kind of being mean to her, making her clean stuff. And Rhysand basically told him, well, leave her alone, don't touch her. If you do, basically he would kill him. So he's kind of defending her. Yeah. But I think like they're saying in the book, like he's trying to get back at Tamlin, but I think it's more than that kind of. I think he kind of likes her too.
Okay, what do we think of Rhysand?
I don't like him.
Okay.
I hope Tamlin kills him.
Okay.
Yeah, and feeds him to the big worm.
To the big worm, okay. Okay, Mike literally just finished the book. I haven't even heard him talk. So, first of all, do you want to say like what you just think overall, or what kind of happened? Or what happened? You ended on the first trial.
I finished this in a week.
Okay.
I set out my goal.
That is something to be proud of.
Look how big this book is. It wasn't easy.
Wait until book 2.
Well, the ending, it wasn't what I thought. So,
really?
No, but
okay, what'd you think about?
Obviously, they were all in a way working together. Like, I don't think Tamlin and Rhysand were on the same thing, but I think the whole time, what's his name, Rhysand? Kind of told her his plan, where he wanted to make Tamlin really mad because he knew Tamlin was the only one who could kill. Well, first, I guess, like, what's her name, the bad?
That's what I was gonna say. Do you want to talk about the trial number 3? And did you, in the answer to the riddle?
Oh, love. Yeah.
I had guessed it when I first read the book. But so I was asking him earlier if he could guess it, but he couldn't guess it.
I didn't guess it, but the third trial, I actually thought when she had to kill all 3 people, I thought it was going to be her siblings and the dad. But I was like, oh crap. But then it said 2 men. So I was like, okay, that can't be it. And then when I saw that Tamlin was the 3rd one, I was like, oh no. I thought she was going to have to kill him. Because I thought, but then it kind of went back and kind of, I don't know, like a lot of the stuff you don't figure out until the last chapter. And then she kind of started piecing stuff together, like the way he would kind of talk loud or leave the doors open for her to hear certain things. And she remembered someone saying that he had a heart of stone. So then she knew that basically that she could stab him and not kill him fully. So she ends up doing that.
But I have a question real quick, because I can't remember, like, why couldn't he just tell her that he had a heart, like, why couldn't he tell her? I forgot.
He couldn't tell anything. Like, he couldn't tell.
Was he not, like?
He wasn't allowed to. Like it's the same thing with telling her to fall in love with him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was another part of the thing too, that I guess figuring out the riddle was the only way to, because at the end, she kind of like, after she finishes it, and because she didn't expect her to actually kill him, because she loved Tamlin too. But then at the very end, she was kind of forced to figure out the riddle, because that was the only way to free Tamlin. Because it could be years and years and years and years before she ever released him. So then, yeah, she figures out that the riddle was love, and then at that point, basically,
didn't Amarantha turn on her or something?
What do you mean?
Like, didn't she come after her? Like,
yeah, she was basically killing her.
Yeah.
In front of Tamlin. And at the very end, she figures out the riddle. Tamlin gets released and basically obliterates her. So that was kind of interesting, but I feel like even Rhysand, I feel like he was good.
Well, what happened with Feyre, and when she kind of got hurt or something, didn't certain people come together to help her?
Yeah, the fairies, like
all the all the high lords, right?
Yeah, then they basically made her immortal. Or he did. Rhysand. Yeah. So now she's like a fairy. Yeah, it's pretty. And then
did anything else happen at the end that was weird, or?
Well, like she talks to Rhysand, but he doesn't even seem like he cares much about the whole week thing. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. He might be bad in the next book. But did I miss something?
No.
Well, tell me, like what?
Well, like there was something like with her and Rhysand at the end, right? Where like they had a look or something, and then she was like, I mean, they didn't focus on it or anything, but I just remember when I read that, I was like, that's kind of weird. And then like she never explained it.
What look?
Like, remember right at the end, I think she's even with Tamlin or something. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to
find
it.
He said, I stared at the nose I'd been seeing bleeding, the violet eyes that I'd been so filled with pain. I knew that.
It was once they were out on the terrace or something. That one.
His eyes locked on mine. I didn't want you to fight alone or die alone.
And for a moment, I remember the fairy who had died. Rhysand flashed a grin that didn't quite reach his eyes. I doubt you'll be saying that when I take you to the night court. I didn't bother. I don't know. I thought there was just something.
Oh.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know. He's probably going to be the villain in the the next one, I would guess.
All
but
right,
there's also that Westland.
Huh?
That one part of
the Hybern?
that's still bad.
Hybern, yeah.
But it was a good book. I give it a 4.5.
Okay, why not 5? That's a really good rating, though.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well, that's a good rating.
Yeah.
All right, so are you kind of excited to read book 2?
I'm gonna need a couple months to recover.
No, you have to read it soon. But you don't have to read it in a week, because it is longer.
Maybe I'll give myself 2 weeks to read the next one. But who knows when that's gonna be.
But we will do a video, right?
Yeah.
For book 2 and get his reactions and see what he thinks. But
I'm just glad Tamlin didn't die, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just Michael reading Court Thorns and Roses. Comment down below. No spoilers in the comments, though. Okay, let's do no spoilers. Even though this was a spoiler video, I don't want to spoil it in the comments if someone's reading the comments. But comment down below whatever you would like. If you loved this book, what your thoughts are without spoilers, and he will do book 2. So we will see you there. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye.